Hi, everybody. Just want to take a minute to go ahead and go over our weekly management newsletter and hit all the high points, and make sure everybody's on the same page as to what we're focusing on this week and also, what changes are being made. So, what we're really looking at this week and we're focused on is the KPIs, key performance indicators. You guys have seen the daily flash report. You've seen my video on KPIs. Also, I really want to bring that to everybody's, front and center attention. Make sure everybody's aware of the importance of watching these indicators. These are the things that tell us, if we're on track as a business or we're starting to fall off track. So KPIs, some of the ones we're looking at are going to be labor costs, overtime, packing material report, jobs booked per day, how many jobs are we booking on a consistent basis, revenue every day, leads that we receive every day. It's an indicator if we need to do more marketing. Is our marketing working? Do we have something that could have been turned off? Is our Yelp turned off? Did Google get turned off? Or if we see less leads, that's an indicator there might be something wrong there with our marketing. And leads are the fuel for the business. If we don't have leads, we don't book jobs, we start getting slow. So we always want to make sure that we're on top of our leads there. Other things we're looking at are new complaints and damages received each day, refunds being processed every day, how much money is leaking out of the business. So, we put all these KPIs into the daily flash report just to go ahead and make sure that everybody is watching these things on a consistent basis. We're going to be putting those reports out to our operations team every single day just to make sure you have the pertinent information, the immediate information to catch things before they become a problem. Next thing is going to be block time. Blocking out time is so important. We definitely all need to be doing that as upper managers. We have important things we're working on, such as the training programs, performance reports for employees. For me, these videos, I've been blocking out time just to make videos so I can reach more people in the company. It's important to just go ahead and close your door. Let your team know, hey, I'm unavailable for the hours of whatever 2 to 3 or 12 to 1, whenever you need to block out your time. Let everybody know, hey, I'm working on something that's very important. If it's urgent, go ahead and knock on my door. You're welcome to come in. I'm still available, but I'm just trying to focus. So we'll get into more block time in detail as we move forward. But I'm trying to work on that with our high level managers. I'm working on it myself to get better with block time. And then as we move forward, we get better at block time. We'll start having our operations managers block out more time and just kind of stay out of the day to day so we can go ahead and focus on the big picture items. That's what block time is all about. Next thing is obviously overtime and labor costs. Last week we had 800 hours of overtime. It was the biggest we've ever seen in the history of the company, and that made our labor costs spike. So we need to really be watching those KPIs such as labor costs and overtime. We can see our overtime from our reporting, our labor costs. Like I said, I want to deliver that to you on a daily basis. We're going to work on really improving the transparency on the labor costs, the calculations. We're not there yet. There's some adjustments we need to make, with the potential elimination of the windmill time clock, and some other discrepancies I'm seeing in our systems that we need to work around. So hopefully within a couple of weeks, we'll get accurate labor costs on a daily and weekly basis. So you know where you stand with that very important KPI. Labor is our biggest expense. It's about 50 to 60% of the overall cost of the business. So just by shaving off a couple percent here and there on labor, by managing things more effectively, it makes our company more profitable. It makes our company more sustainable. We got to really focus all of our attention on to that labor cost if we really want to drive down our costs and remain sustainable over the fall and the winter time, the typical off season. Next thing is hiring an applicant tracker. So I'm going to do another video later on the applicant tracker, but hiring is so crucial at this point. 800 hours of overtime equates to 20 full-time positions. If you break that down into full-time and part-time positions, it's really 30 more people that we need. I was telling Jesus when we had a discussion about hiring that I want you guys to hire so many people and be prepared for the busy times that I need to prepare and I need to go out and do more marketing for us to capture more leads. That's where we want to be. If you guys are bursting at the seams with the hiring and we're not able to give guys hours, it puts pressure on me to really go out and market. I can't market right now when we have 800 hours of overtime. It doesn't make any sense. So I accept that challenge. Hire and then make me bring the leads to you. Make me go market and really ramp up, the ability for us to capture more business. And then the applicant tracker. As we hire, we need to be going through and doing the applicant tracker. where we have different tags for different people that we interview. We have the yeses that we hire. Those are the people that have great qualities, maybe have a little bit of experience. You get a good feel from them. We always know as soon as they walk in the door, a lot of times you'll know, hey, this guy is a definite yes. He fits the part, unless there's something on his background or something. You have that feel. It's all about first impressions. Our customers get first impressions every day. So you have the yes applicants, you have the maybes. Maybe they have good experience, but they're maybe a little rough around the edges, and you're not really quite sure. Maybe that's somebody we call back, during the end of the month, or when we have labor shortages where we're kind of in a bind. Then you have the definite no's. With the no's, we won't hire them, but also at the same time is if they reapply, then we won't bring them in because we already said no. It's a definite no. One time we had an individual come into Woodinville, I believe 3 or 4 separate times, and apply for the same position when we knew he was a no, but we didn't track that he was a no. So we want to prevent that from happening. That's a waste of everybody's time, the applicants. It's a waste of our time. But we want to track these things. Yes, maybes, and nos. The maybes, we call them when we need them. Maybe it's an on-call end of the month type situation. Maybe it's just a weekend situation. Maybe we call them when we're in a bind and we don't have enough guys and we need somebody. So we want to get into the applicant tracking. We'll go over that in further detail in another video here soon. But keep that in mind there. Next thing is going to be packing commissions. We rolled out packing commissions to all of our lead movers in the field. Helpers don't get packing commissions. They'll get 10% of whatever supplies they actually sell while they're on the move. But that needs to be coupled with inventory control and making sure the trucks are coming back the right way. From what I hear, trucks and inventory have been much better. We need to make sure we're doing the electronic DVIR, the daily vehicle inspection report, every single day to compare what went out and what came back in. That includes, all of our equipment such as dollies, pads, flow runners, straps, and then also it needs to include any of the packing materials that we send out. If there's any discrepancies in the packing material, if they didn't charge for a large box, let's say it's $6 for a large box, don't quote me on that, but if it's $6 for a large box and that box is missing, it comes off their packing commission. It's full retail value when we sell the box is what comes off that commission. As for the inventory, if inventory is missing, say it's a Magliner dolly, it's $230 for a Magliner dolly, it comes off of their commission. So it's vitally important that we are tracking the inventory. The reason we're doing this is we're trying to reduce pressure and make it more seamless in operations, just to make sure that our inventory is healthy, it's being tracked, it comes back appropriately, because it reduces the time that we have to spend in operations as dispatchers, operations managers, trying to control that inventory, trying to make sure the trucks are looking perfect. They're bought in and they're vested in the trucks coming back the right way by it being tied to their commissions. Well, hopefully those trucks come back the right way. So a couple things for next week. This letter became a little bit longer than I anticipated. So a couple things we have here are going to be operations has the final say in how jobs are booked. There's been kind of a back and forth between operations and sales. We want to eliminate that. Operations, if you see an issue with a job and we need to re-estimate it, you have the final say. It's up to the sales to go and make that call and go ahead and adjust it appropriately. But I just want to let operations know, Jesus at this point, he's the one doing the audits, that if he says it needs to be re-estimated, it has to be re-estimated. Next is supplemental estimates. I did a quick video we're going to send out to all the leads and drivers on supplementals. Last week we had a $1,400 issue where a supplemental was done at the end of the job, not in the beginning. That should have been caught by dispatchers. That should have been caught by our operations team. It wasn't. It cost us $1,400. The driver actually got the supplemental signed at the very end of the job, which is way too late. We got to do it early on, let customer know expectations. So we'll go over that in more detail next week. Then inventories, making sure we get inventories from customers. We'll get to that later on. So weekly training, we have our driver training and helpers transitioning to drivers on Tuesday. Thursday, we have lead meetings, supplementals, and communication. Friday, we have our normal weekly spins and newsletters, crew bag lunch. And then this week's 3 major objectives is really just nail down those KPI awarenesses, make sure we're on top of our KPIs, understand our KPIs and how important they are. Be thinking about block time, and then the next thing is just the implementation of the daily flash report. Today was day 2. We've had 2 flash reports go out. Still some adjustments that need to be made, but we're going to get better and better with that flash report. Operational focuses, once again, daily DVIR completions, make sure those are getting done. labor costs and overtime. Watch labor costs and overtime. We'll get better reporting as we go. Once again, KPIs. Big on KPIs this week, guys. Sales focus is going to be getting the customers' inventories and completion of the SmartMove storage integration. We're almost there. I believe that operations has, or Seattle operations has training for SmartMove storage integration, so that's coming through soon. And then we got our mover focus, driver training, safety, and accident prevention, packing material sales and commission, and then inventory management. So that's a quick recap of this week's weekly management newsletter. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.